Have you ever gone outside for just 5 minutes and suddenly felt like you could breathe again? There's just something about being in nature, the air, the sounds, the way everything slows down, that it just does something to your nervous system. And for autistic people, those moments outdoors can make a world of difference. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It really helps the channel and our community grow. Now you'll see some clips in this video from some of our recent walks. My husband loves walking. He's the one who gets me out there, and I try to join him as much as I can, but I do deal with chronic pain, so some days it's tough. But honestly, on those days when I haven't done anything, just managing to go for a walk feels like such an achievement. And today, I want to talk about why spending time in nature can be so powerful, especially for autistic people. The science of why nature helps. There's been some incredible research lately backing up what so many of us have felt for years, that being in nature just feels better. One study I'll link in the description, and bear with me because it is a long title. A deep, empathetic, wondrous connection. Autistic adults' definitions and experiences of nature connection. Now, it describes in this article that autistic adults often describe nature as something deeply emotional and healing. They talked about it as a space where they could just be, without needing to mask, perform, or filter themselves. For some, nature felt like a safe friend, something they could connect with, but on their own terms. That really resonated with me. There's something about being surrounded by trees or listening to birds that makes the world feel a little quieter and a little kinder. Stress, sensory regulation, and the autistic brain. Science backs this up too. Multiple studies show that spending time in natural settings actually lowers cortisol. That's the body's main stress hormone. When cortisol goes down, our mood improves, our body relaxes, and we can actually think more clearly. For autistic people whose sensory systems can be easily overwhelmed, nature can provide a more balanced sensory experience. Think about it. The soft rustle of the leaves, gentle light filtering through the trees, and the feeling of grass under your feet. It's a sensory environment that's grounding, not chaotic. It's also less socially demanding. No small talk, no bright lights, no background noise from a dozen conversations at once. Just peace. There was a great article called The Nature Prescription. Everyone needs more time outside, especially those with autism. And that talked about how even short bursts of outdoor time can make a noticeable difference. It's not about hiking up a mountain or camping for days. Just 15 to 20 minutes outdoors can help regulate mood, attention, and even improve sleep. The article also mentioned how being in natural light helps reset our circadian rhythm, which, if you're like me and have sleep issues, can be a total game changer. So if you've ever noticed you feel calmer after just sitting outside with a coffee or taking a slow walk, that's not in your head. That's your nervous system thanking you. the emotional side of nature. Something that really stood out in that 2025 study that I mentioned earlier is that many autistic adults describe nature as something that they can connect with, like there's a mutual understanding there. Nature doesn't demand anything, it doesn't judge, it just exists, and it lets you exist too. That's such a powerful thing, especially if you've spent years feeling like you have to hide or tone yourself down. Nature is one of the few places where you can unmask and still feel completely accepted. For me, when I'm out walking with my husband, especially when it's quiet, there's this sense of calm I can't find anywhere else. It's not about doing anything, it's just being. If being outside feels overwhelming, and for many of us it can be, I would suggest to start small. Maybe open a window and listen to the birds for a few minutes. Sit outside with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. Visit a local park during quiet times. Even tending to indoor plants can give similar calming effects. The key is to go at your own pace. Don't pressure yourself to do it right. There is no right way to connect with nature. As research keeps growing, scientists are finding even more ways to use nature in autism support. Things like sensory-friendly nature trails, outdoor therapy sessions, and even virtual nature experiences for people who can't easily get out. It's such an exciting direction because it reminds us that healing and regulation don't always have to come from something complex. Sometimes it's as simple as stepping outside and breathing in the fresh air. At the end of the day, nature gives us something that's hard to find anywhere else. Space just to be ourselves. It meets us where we're at. It moves at our pace. It doesn't ask us to change, mask, or meet social expectations. So if you've been feeling burnt out, overwhelmed, or disconnected, try spending a few minutes outside. Just let yourself exist. And remember, progress doesn't have to look big. Some days just stepping out the door is enough. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, please give it a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It really helps our community grow and reach more people. And if you want to check out the studies I mentioned, I'll have them linked in the description below. Take care of yourself, get a bit of sunshine today if you can, and I'll see you in the next one.